An event in Kelowna this summer is aimed at bringing women together to focus on wellness and empowerment. We have the organizer and a guest speaker joining us this morning to talk more about it. Jackie Varenka, founder of JV Ventures Retreats, and business owner and author Trina Lane joining us this morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yes, thanks for coming back because these retreats are very popular with women. Talk about what this is all about, because we know this is about women's wellness. Why is it so important, and what will it do for people who want to join?
Yes, well, the inspiration actually for this retreat and why we're doing another one so quickly is the feedback from the women from the first one. And the last, I've done a couple corporate retreats in between, and the women just loved it. And they said it was so impactful. They didn't know what to expect. They weren't sure. And they just said they can't believe what they got out of it. And they needed it so badly. It just gives them that time to reflect on themselves. The connections, the friendships, the support and sense of community just was so beautiful. And I wanted to be able to offer that again in another environment. So that's why we picked Kelowna.
It's going to be so wonderful. So we're seeing some images here. I'm wondering, what kinds of activities can women expect then? Okay,
so those are videos from the Lake Louise retreat. We're going to be doing very similar things. So we're doing yoga, meditation. We've got a dance workshop, a fitness class, our beautiful guest speaker here. We have a vision board workshop, and then we have a really amazing excursion to Summerhill Winery. So we're going to do some wine tasting for those that want to do that. And then they have a pyramid on the property, and we're going to be doing a sound bath in the pyramid. And we're doing a smudge and cleansing ceremony inside the Kukuli, which is a sacred indigenous earth house. It's going to be just amazing. Plus there's vendors there for shopping, and massage therapists for offering free massages to the ladies.
Oh, it really sounds so wonderful. Trina, you are a successful entrepreneur. You're also an author. You've written a memoir called Dear Erin. Now, this is about your husband's unexpected death. You have loved, you have lost, and you've made it through. You're going to be a guest speaker to speak to all these women. Why did you want to share your story?
You know, Jackie and I connected on a level, you know, when we're talking about like mental health, the relationship with self, and how do we want to spend our time, who we want to spend it with. And when Jackie was like, I'm looking for, you know, a keynote speaker, I'm like, I'm in. And how else could I support? So I feel like we have this beautiful, like, you know, partnership kind of in place to be like, this is a weekend for you, right? And my book encompasses a lot of topics when it comes to like mental health, burnout prevention, the hustle culture, and just making sure, you know, we're taking that time for ourselves.
You mentioned the hustle culture, and how do we then, do you think, balance life and that hustle culture? Because so many of us have to deal with balance and trying to figure it out.
You know, and I think that's like a common question and a conversation that seems to be, you know, what's happening here in 2025 is, and you know, I joke like I'm not a therapist, but it's just my observations with, you know, like we're not our jobs. Be passionate, have ambition, love what you do, but at the end of the day, live how you also want to live. You know, I feel like everyone's in this rat race. Like, it's just this constant noise. So with a retreat like what Jackie's putting on, it's the opportunity to kind of get away from that noise. Sit with yourself in peace, be able to honor yourself, and be in a place of, okay, how do I want to create something that's sustainable with my lifestyle or my career?
Yeah, I think you have an inspirational story, so that's going to have a really big impact on the women at the retreat. Heading to ahead of Mother's Day. This is a good one for mom, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah. This is a perfect time. So we have a couple promotions too. So between today and Mother's Day, we have $200 off. So when you go to register, you put Empower 200.
Okay.
And if you don't make that deal, then we have another one that takes us to June 1st, and it's Empower 2025 for $100 off. And then to get a couple groups of ladies together, moms, daughters, girlfriends, that kind of thing, we have buy 3 and get the 4th 50% off.
Okay, perfect. Head to the website, jvventures.ca, for all of the information. Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you, Trina.
Thank you.